not saying that DD the Diddler is an innocent of what he's found guilty of. But as a man, we live in a society of them if we do, them if we don't, right? A woman can get mad at you and take a bottle and stab herself and call the cops. When the cops come, they're gonna have you in handcuffs. Probably take you down to the station first before, you'll be saying what happened at the prison. So it is crazy, how most women manipulate situation to their favor, and it happen all the time. Like I said, I'm not saying Diddy is an innocent man from what he was found guilty of, but I think the system is giving these women more power to oppress men. A woman can come out and say, "Oh, 50 years ago, you touched me inappropriately and you've been sued." And they only sue you when you have money. When you're broke as a motherfucker, they're not going to sue you because they know they don't have anything to give from you, right? Everybody's clowning this dude that why is he suing her? He's just so dirty. He made money. They all were part of it. Didi do whatever he did to her, and she do whatever he did to him. So I don't see anything wrong with him suing her. Nothing wrong with it at all. They're all birds of the same feathers. And if he got anything from it. So I don't know why people online tripping. Oh, why is he suing her? He ain't supposed to be suing her. He's just trying to get out of the other million. Yes, why not? Just the way try to get some out of whatever. When you look at the text message and everything that's going on, like you can say you can get out of the situation. But you said, no, I can't get out because I'm scared for my life. So now you grown to the point where you can go tell the cops what happened. You couldn't tell the cops what happened. I understand there are people that can really manipulate you to the point that you feel like, you can do nothing about it. Right? So for me, I'm just speaking about this dude. I'm gonna post this guy video. I want you guys to listen to. I'll be right back.
So good morning. I am Dave, the man who has just sued Cassandra Ventura for damages involved in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. And I'm looking through social media and I see a lot of the women out there, particularly black women like myself, who choose to victim shame me and try to do everything they can to discredit me, because the truth is that the loss of the Sean Combs trial was a loss to the Me Too movement and to hating women like the women who are trying to insult me. So let me tell you something, you women out there who would like to insult me. This is my story. I was paid by Cassie, Cassandra Ventura, for 8 years to be her male provider. I didn't have to be the best looking guy. I was the best in bed. And because I was the best in bed, guess what? I was given this arrangement. I was coerced. I was drugged. I was manipulated with promises of money and gifts for over a period of 8 years to continue to be this woman's provider at her expense and at the expense of me. Now, at the time, legally, I didn't know my rights as well as I do now. I didn't create this conflict with Cassandra Ventura. She created it with me. She's the one who decided to bring up things that happened over 10 to 15 years ago to hold Sean Combs accountable for what was a partial truth. She's the person who introduced me to the U.S. Attorney's Office. She's the person who told the U.S. Attorney's Office about our relationship. So in essence, those out there who want to hate on me, who want to say that I'm attacking Cassie, you should realize the truth, that Cassandra Ventura, your idol, did this to herself. She exposed herself to liability when she got on the stand and decided to mention me as the male escort who was with her when she overdosed and Diddy made her have sex with him. That was a lie, people. Cassie had just woke up from sleeping 8 hours. Myself and Sean Combs were exhausted. We wanted to go home. Cassie's the one who forced that sexual encounter. People, she tells you that Sean Combs made her have sex on her menstrual cycle. I can't speak for anyone else but myself. But I know the one time that did happen, that Sean Combs was not responsible for that Cassie, in a drunken, intoxicated, hormonally imbalanced state due to her period, manipulated and forced herself on me during her menstrual cycle. And what I mean by that is I had no knowledge she was on her menstrual cycle because the room was completely dark. She manipulated the room. She manipulated the environment to get what she wanted, and then she totally got up like I was the one who should have been grateful. You're on your period. That's disgusting, and I deserved more respect than that. As a man, if I had laid down with a woman and forced myself on her and orgasmed in her and she got up and it was leaking out of her, guess what? I would have raped her. So by statute, by case law definition, Cassandra Ventura sexually assaulted me. I'm not looking to destroy Cassie. I've given Cassie more than a year to settle this before things got out of control. The problem is she's being supported by women like you who would choose to attack male victims instead of accept the truth, which is that a woman could have lied to get revenge on the ex-boyfriend who broke her heart and hurt her. It happens, people. They say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and that's true. If you hurt some women, they will do everything in their power. If you hurt some men, they'll do everything in their power to hurt you. But I want to end this by saying this. Cassie did this to herself. They say he who sets out on the course of revenge should dig 2 graves. People, Cassie dug the grave that is Clayton Howard herself. Cassie got on the stand trying to destroy Diddy. She should have took her $20-30 million and walked into the sunset, people. She should have never gotten on the stand and created further liability for herself by telling more of the lie that she created to get this man sent to prison for his life. She made a mistake when she got on the stand, people. She made a mistake when she got on the stand and lied about the events with Clayton Howard. Clayton Howard is a victim of Cassandra Ventura. Clayton Howard didn't ask to be in a relationship with Cassandra Ventura while she was sleeping with numerous men per week. I get it. You all think I was a nasty male prostitute sleeping with women, all different women all the time. It actually didn't work like that. To have certain types of people that can pay you that well, what you really have to do is you have to focus on people who are fluent. And affluent people don't engage in activities like that. So I might have had a client once a month. The truth is I was only a male escort for 2 years. I continued in the profession because Cassie and Diddy continued to pay me very well. And I was an ex-con. I needed money. I was trapped in a situation. I'll admit that. I didn't know what to do. But does that mean I should be victim shamed because the same thing that happened to women all the time happened to me as a man? No. And for those women out there, for you black women who choose to shame me as a black man for telling my truth, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's really pretty much all I have to say. You will not see me too much in the media. I don't need the public to believe me. I just need a jury of my peers and 12 people to believe me in a court. And thanks to the testimony of Cassie during the trial of Sean Combs, I have that. Thank you for watching. Stop victim shaming. Thank you.
In this situation, right, I feels like Cassie should have just give Clay some money. Maybe $1 million. You get $30 million from Diddy. Give him $1 million. Or $500,000. He will shut the hell up. He will shut the hell up. And they say, he has STDs and everything, and there's so much coming out. I think Cassie was just being greedy. Probably her husband, whosoever was an easiest lawyer, like, oh, don't do it. And plus, I can tell her you should have, sued Diddy. You shouldn't have sued Diddy. You should have been on the stands you shouldn't have been on the stand and stuff like that. But I felt like greed is what got her here, and she's not gonna get off of that hook. This dude is gonna make money off of her. That would have been the chapter she would have closed before anything happened. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will be right back. And if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please turn on your notification button because that's the only way you will know whenever I post. We're staying on track with these old case, with these Diddy and stuff like that. Please turn on your notification button.
Leaving court for the first time today, Cassie Ventura is on the stand. She's been on for almost 2 hours now. When she walked in, she looked straight ahead. She did not look to the left, which is where Sean Combs is sitting. It's also where his family is sitting behind him. He looked at her and is very intently paying attention to her testimony. She's been very even, very steady, very soft-spoken in her testimony. After lunch was the first time she became emotional when she began to testify about why she participated in the freak-offs, why she agreed to participate in the freak-offs, and why she didn't stop. And for the first time, she really cried when she discussed she was in love, and it was in the context of their relationship, but it was something that made her feel disgusting and humiliated. One thing that was interesting is that she said the physical abuse started before she was introduced to the voyeurism or the freak-offs, and she was afraid to say no because she was afraid of what would happen. She talked about how she felt her life, every aspect of her life was being controlled, and at one point it was the only one-on-one time she could get with Sean Combs. and it made her feel like it was the only thing she was good for.
She testifies to a very coercively controlled relationship. There's a lot of violence. There is a lot of coercion. And of course, these go to the sex trafficking charge. She touched on the criminal enterprise for the racketeering charge. But wait for it. When the defense gets up to cross-examine, I expect them to really get into, if no means no, then yes means yes, which is my line. They're going to look into her days, her weeks, her months, her years during that relationship, and to be able to show that this was perfectly consensual adult relations. The idea that, this was maybe freaky, or at some point, I think these jurors were really disgusted today when the testimony came about with the urination in her mouth. Yeah, it's disgusting. It might not be your thing, but it's not a crime, right? So what I expect from the defense is exactly the opposite of coercion, that this was all consensual, that she signed up for this, that she admitted on the stand in her own words in testimony that, she was hanging out with Diddy because it was a big deal to be a part of his entourage, to be able to kick off her career through him. She testified about an email today where she had emailed Diddy with the subject line, something like, I want to, or F me, or I want to F you, or something like.
This is why I said earlier that Cassie is not innocent, right? So basically, this is like trade by barter, right? Give me this, I give you that. So she traded herself for the betterment of her career. That's what she did. So she didn't like the way she was treated. Maybe did he probably move on multiple women? It is kind of something like jealousy. Because it doesn't really make sense. Like, if you agree to it, you agree to F him, and you agree to everything to further your career, then how you turn around and sue him for manipulation? I want somebody to make it make sense to me, but I'm not saying that I condone whatsoever Diddy does, but on both sides, it doesn't make sense. But on the Cassie's side, this is what you bargained for. Right? You bargained for it, and you got what you bargained for. So I'm not wishing this on any woman at all, any girl at all. But you should know that at some point, regardless of your age, you're not a baby, you're not a kid, you can think for yourself. I want you guys to listen to the next one, and please subscribe. Let me know what you got in the comment section below. Peace. I'm out.
You could get rid of the bacterial infections and stuff like that. They were just so reoccurring. Antibiotics didn't work.
How do you think I feel hearing all of this disgusting stuff that she's saying in court, especially being urinated in her mouth? Like, she asked me to urinate on her. I said, you expect me to have sex with you after I piss on you? That's gross. I'm not doing that. And she was like, you don't like that? I'm like, no, that's nasty. Well, who would want to have sex with you after urinating on you? She said, no, it's something I really enjoy. Tasha, she explained to me why she liked being pissed on. She told me she likes the warm feeling of urine running down her body, this nasty chick. And I thought that shit was disgusting when she told me that. I said, are you serious? But the way she explained it, I knew she was telling the truth. So I said, listen, shorty, I can't pee on you. That's not for me. But I will have sex with you. And clearly, I'm going to have goods. He tells me out his own mouth. He says, listen, she said you were the best penis she ever had in her life. Wow, really? He said, yeah. He said, yo, she wants you to come back. She just needs some time to rest.
You were, according to you, the main one that Cassie called for almost 10 years of the relationship.
8 years, because I don't want you to be sued for anything. 8 years she called me.
8 years, okay.
I'm in the actual freak-off video. Several of the videos, unfortunately, are me covered in baby oil in a room with Cassandra Ventura. I was called by Cassie to have a sexathon, and basically the goal of this sexathon was for one of us to last the longest. Whoever lasts the longest was going to become her main boy toy. Tasha K, I see your face. This is the truth. So for 2 days, myself and Daniel Phillip, we participated in this sexathon, Sex and Cassie. Daniel Phillip hung in there, but I think Wednesday morning, actually, I think the morning of the wrap up of the thing, he finally couldn't participate anymore. Not because something's wrong with him. He had been up 2 days. He's back to back having sex with her. He was tired. So he couldn't perform anymore, but I still could. So I finished her off. I end up winning. Diddy comes out the room after he carries her in the other bedroom. He pays Daniel Phillip. Daniel Phillip leaves. He comes to me. He tells me out his own mouth. He says, listen, she said you were the best penis she ever had in her life. Wow, really? He said, yeah. He said, yo, she wants you to come back. She just needs some time to rest. I said, all right. Now, I had been there 2 days, Tasha. I needed to go to work. I was an optician. Cassie paid me so well. It was kind of like a no-brainer. Beautiful woman, $5,000 every time I got to break her down. What, 30
Rico said during our interview last